y'all. I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
Hey, and this is Studio Set Stage. Welcome back to another exciting week where we just basically take you from the studio to the set to the stage. What's up, Marq Dean?
Oh, what's up, Cynthia? I am good. You could have been anywhere in the world, but we're so glad you made it here with us on this episode of Studio Set Stage.
That's right. So listen, guys, we always like to say, before we even get started, I just want to make sure that you guys find us. We're on all social media platforms, of course, on YouTube, Studio Set Stage with Cynthia Mallard, myself, and Marq Dean, as well as other platforms such as iHeartRadio.
Mm-hmm. Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts as well. And we got some more platforms that's coming real soon. So stay tuned.
Yes. So just want to say thank you guys to all of our fellow Studio Set Stagers that continue to ride with us every single week. That if something crazy happens in the media or music world, you guys are the first to reach out to us and talk to us about it. So it is the funniest thing ever. But we really totally appreciate you guys. We were just talking about off air, about if something goes down, you guys are the first to hit us up. So we love it. We love it.
Yes, indeed. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the feedback. And I tell you, like you said, it's never a dull moment on this side. As you know, this thing is all over the place, 25/8. So we definitely appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate the feedback.
And I want to say thank you guys to all of you who have who basically gave us feedback on especially with this whole pandemic. Sometimes you need a little escape. Listening to COVID and pandemic, all of that 24/7 a day will drive you crazy. I mean, we can attest. You can't listen to COVID, 25/8. You just cannot do it. They crazy and you'll be crazy too.
Oh yeah. Talking about mental health, man, it will drive you up the wall. If that's all you're bombarded with. And so, everyone needs a release and outlet, but also, to just stay aware that, with the pandemic, there's more to life. Life is moving. Life is moving forward. So that's right. It's about, keeping your mind strong and not letting it go crazy, not bouncing up against the walls.
Right. And one way you can keep sane is to continue to listen to us. Studio Set Stage with me, Cynthia Mallard, and my partner over there, Marq Dean. Okay. So guys, listen, so much has been happening out in the world. We like to say here on Studio Set Stage, this podcast was born out of not just the entertainers, of course, yes, because we are entertainment. We have worked in the business in different mediums or whatever. But basically, it is designed to take you from maybe your little closet, maybe to outside your door, to maybe outside, in the street in front of a very large audience. So we're going from studio to the set to the stage, right? A small area to a big area, okay?
Exactly.
So, So this show appeals to you, to me, Marq, all of us, okay? So I don't want you guys to feel like you're alienated, right? Right, Marq Dean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, by no stretch of the means, we want you to get involved and to start where you feel it's doable. Yeah. And to know that, hey, it's accessible, it's attainable, but it's up to you. You do diligence and you make sure that you get the right information to start.
So hopefully you're having fun, right? Because having fun, getting a little bit of information, right? And we're just exchanging ideas. So that's exactly what we're trying to accomplish. So with that said, I know we were talking just about different topics that really need to be harped on, right? And we are we just want to say, woo!
Yeah.
JayZ, hello. JayZ has really stepped up, Marq Dean. I am so proud of him.
Yes, Cynthia, I'm going to tell you, this is major news. This was announced this past week. Rock Nation has started a school of music, sports, and entertainment.
Woo! All right. Hats off to fellow Studio Set Stager JayZ, right?
Yes, indeed. In partnership with the Long Island University. Now, the great thing about this is going to be a solid accredited program, which will be available at Long Island University, which is based in Brooklyn, JayZ's hometown.
Yeah, and mine also. Set stagers. I was born in Brooklyn. Raised. What y'all know about South Shore High School in Canarsie. We're my fellow studio set stagers. So yes, I am very familiar with it.
All right, yeah, she had to throw that in, guys. So I just want to let you know, yes, indeed. But you got to represent your place. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's where you're from. Yeah. But the beautiful thing about this with JayZ is that this school has been designed to educate the next generation of industry change makers and the next generation of those that's going to be in entertainment. That want to learn about the sports, as far as being sports agents, as far as going into all facets of entertainment, including music. Yeah. So this will be starting in the spring of 2021.
That's like right here, guys. Oh my God.
It's coming up. Wow, it's coming up soon.
How smart was that, Marq Dean? Like for him to, when I saw the news come through Twitter, all my social platforms, I was like, you know what? JayZ continues, that's what a true boss is. Like, that's like, I mean, I can't even find the words right now. Like, that's a true boss.
Right. And, it's so great to see him partner with other entities that will provide the outlet. Yeah. And that's what it's about. Yeah. The CEO of Roc Nation, Dominique Perez, she said, "We're excited that the Roc Nation School of Music, Sports and Entertainment will provide unique insight, knowledge, and experiences for students and introduce the world to the next generation of unmatched talent." And that's what it's about. It's about expanding the platform, creating opportunities for the next level, and not just to, as I used to say, just get a slice of the pie. How can we create and make the pie bigger so everybody can participate?
You know what I was getting ready to say? I think it's so smart on so many levels. When you think about, you were saying that, the degrees will be handed out in music, music technology, sports management, also production. You think about a lot of those artists now that we know that work in those particular areas, right? Mm-hmm. They are represented by so many agents across the board, right? And I'm just going to tell you just like this, and I'm not saying that, he's thinking this way, but I do think he's thinking this way. I'm just going to say it like this. How many of those artists, agents, or managers look like them? Hello. Yeah. How many? And that's what I think that's what JayZ is going for, because you've got all these managers and agents who are making multi-million dollars off of these Black boys, Black girls. And I think JayZ is trying to even level the playing field.
Well, I think I agree wholeheartedly. I feel that with providing and creating opportunities, it expands the opportunity to create diversity. Yeah. To see more people of color in these particular positions to actually, not just be in front of the camera, but be behind the camera. Exactly. To green light projects across the board. To create opportunities for people, not only in just music, but all facets of entertainment, which includes multimedia, film,
the business side. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to understand that, you can love what you do, but if you're going to be in the industry, you have to learn the business. Yeah. And that is critical, and I've seen it firsthand. Being an adjunct instructor, teaching that. And it's always the biggest tug of war, especially within entertainment, has always been the fact of, okay, I'm good at my craft. Yeah. However, and I've met some of the most talented musicians, artists, even basketball players, but those that had the talent didn't necessarily didn't necessarily get a deal, wasn't necessarily successful, didn't necessarily
get business. Yeah, they didn't know the business.
They did not understand there is a process. Now there are no rules.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and I've said this before. I said how a CardiB got on is totally different from the way, say, Taylor Swift got on.
Yeah.
Or Garth Brooks or whoever. However, but one commonality in that is that they understood there was a process. There was a process. And the process, as far as being in the industry and being successful, you got to know and learn the business.
Well, you know what's great? I know there are schools like across the nation that specialize in like music production, sports management, the whole nine, whatever. So now this school, JayZ school, I keep saying JayZ school. I mean, everybody's going to say, I mean,
Rock Nation.
Yeah, the Rock Nation school. But people are going to say JayZ school. I mean, it's just going to happen. Look at me. I'm saying
it. CEO and founder. So
exactly. An accredited school. They will be offering, from what I just read, also, they will offer full scholarships also. So all you parents out there, you got kids, right? Don't be looking way up. You go to the Ivy League or whatever it is, right there at Rock Nation School, the new school created by JayZ and with a partnership with Long Island University.
Yes, so Long Island University. Yes.
Yeah. So, I was thinking, I was like, so Marq Dean, are you about to skip out on Studio Set stage and go work with JayZ?
Well, I tell you, no, I'm not saying that because, hey, Studio Set Stage is
Did you say
part of my DNA.
Did you say no for real?
I would love to partner. How about that?
Okay.
I'm coming from a standpoint of, and this is what I stress, guys. It's about putting yourselves in a position where not only you can be an employee, but you can partner.
Exactly.
And that's what JayZ,
really get to the bag.
Right.
Get to the bag.
And this is what JayZ, this is a testament to what JayZ has done, what he has achieved, and being in position to create an opportunity as as major as this.
They say you're not a true boss until you have, you're able to employ and change other people's lives,
Right.
That's something that like we, I've done in my career in different areas in the years past, if you're holding a position, and you've never, mentored anybody, you've never recommended anybody for a job, you've never co-signed somebody, what good are you? Like what use are you? I mean, honestly, if you're at a certain point and you have the ability, like I said, to refer somebody, to hire somebody, and you don't, that's not a true boss.
Right. And understanding that's what true entrepreneurship is about. Yeah. Being a boss. And I've we've had this conversation over and over, right? Over and over again. But I feel that, that term boss is used very loosely. And people not really understanding all the responsibility that is required of a boss. Yeah. And, I think it's something that is ongoing in terms of gaining the knowledge, gaining the information. Yeah. And like you said, being in position where you can not only be a mentor, but also be an advocate.
Yes, totally.
And you don't have to necessarily, say, well, I own $1 trillion company to do that. You can be an advocate for someone that has the talent and has insight. Exactly. They have the vision. Exactly. But, and we all have ideas. Everything starts with an idea. But to really understand the process of how to get that idea from vision to fruition, those are the key elements where you now see the emergence of great minds that become great bosses.
I can remember, speaking to your point, one of my first media jobs, I didn't get it just because I turned my resume in and said I'm the best person, right?
Right.
I literally, got the job because someone had been watching me for a while. I knew the person. They were like a mentor to me at a particular station. They told me basically, hey, I'm getting up out of here. I'm leaving. They were like, I'm going on to the next opportunity or whatever.
You're like, bye.
Exactly. Right. And they basically handpicked me. They literally handpicked me and was like, hey, I'm leaving this job. You can have it if you want it. Basically, it was, the ball, like they put the ball in my court, right? And then it was up to me to dribble it, you know what I'm saying? And then slam dunk it, which I did. I slam dunked it. Boom!
Right. Alley-oop, right.
20 years later, you know what I'm saying? But it helped to continue my career. She was a boss. She was a boss because she, she gave it to me. She alley-ooped it to me. Never.
Right. Yeah.
So
we get it.
So she was a boss, and if you haven't done that, boss, just say that you're not a boss, and just want to say kudos to JayZ, who is a boss.
Yes, indeed. Salute to Rock Nation, and salute to the partnership that I think will provide a lot of opportunities in a major way.
Yeah, well, you know what? We were talking Kanye West. It's almost like sometimes you just hate to bring his name up. I mean, because on one hand, it's people remember the great Kanye, and then it's the other side that's kind of going,
Yeah. I would say this, Cynthia. In all, major, especially people that have have layers like Kanye, which is a genius, as far as entertainment, music, it's no denying that, he is definitely an icon in that respect. However, with that, life happens. Everybody has their issues that they're dealing with. Kanye has layers of issues right now.
Like we all do. It's not just him now. I want to say that. Yeah. Right. It's not just Kanye. All of us. It's just that Kanye is a celebrity. So all of his issues are on display.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, he is a public figure for sure. And an understanding that comes with the territory.
And so he's in the news again. He's in the news.
Yes.
Everybody knows that, the presidential election is coming up. And, we were grappling, going back and forth. We were like, should we talk about this? Is this warranted to really talk about on Studio Set Stage? And of course, we were like, of course, I'm an absentee voter.
Yes.
You
Me
are
as well.
Too. Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's a big commotion right now, I should say, with Kanye, right? Actually possibly being on the ticket.
Right. Now, this is, the interesting detail about this. And I've always said that we cannot let distractions become our priorities, especially with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of unwarranted distractions out there which will keep our eyes off the prize.
Yeah.
And I believe Kanye is a victim, and he's being utilized as a distraction by certain key people that don't want, let's say, the Democratic Party to get to the upper hand, and it's becoming, tit for tat. But in the New York Times, this was this past week, it was reported on last Tuesday that the effort to get West on a ballot as a third-party candidate in several states has the hallmarks of an operation that's run by allies of President Trump, number 45,
to get
as
back
well
in office.
as Republican activists, to divert votes from the Democratic nominee.
So that's a conspiracy theory, and there is some validity to it, because you got to think about it, and it's been said by everyone. You know, Americans, we love celebrities,
right?
We love celebrities. Who's sitting in the White House right now? The Apprentice reality star is running the doggone country, guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fact that, you know, Kanye is actually putting up this, he's actually trying to file. I will tell you that he has missed like many like state filings. So they're saying that he won't appear on the ballot in many states, and he won't actually reach 200, I think 70 electoral votes that's required or whatever.
Right.
But he could make a difference as far as pulling votes, like you said, from Joe Biden.
Right. Right now, they said, according to the article, they were stating that Ohio, West Virginia, and Arkansas, they're looking at gathering enough signatures to actually be placed on that ballot. And, you know, what's disturbing to me about this, and not to divert, but I'm just going to just give my opinion on this instance. You know, I believe he's being used as a patsy. And in the past, I feel like the African-American vote, especially in this country, has been taken for granted.
Right. Totally.
Normally in the past few elections, since I can remember, we've all voted on the Democratic ticket. Or we've been supporters of the Democratic nominee.
Yeah.
However, I have seen little progress in terms of the agenda that parties put out. Now, you know, my thing is actions speak louder than words. You talk a good game.
Yeah.
But you have to walk the walk.
That's true.
And it's time, as African-American voters here in this country, we understand the power within that vote. If nothing else, 2008, with the election of President number 44, Barack Hussein Obama, should have taught us that we do carry power if we exercise that right to vote. But
what I'm saying is, though, what if I'm going to play devil's advocate? What if Kanye actually has, what if he really has some great initiatives that he really wants to bring to America? I mean, he's been a young Black man in America. He's been on both sides. He's been, you know, at the bottom level. He's been at the top level, and he's been in circles that many of us will never walk into. So he has experienced a lot of life and a lot of experience that he possibly could bring. I mean, look who's I keep saying this. Look who's running the country right now.
I understand. With that being said, Cynthia, and I agree. Now, if he has a platform, and this is my again, I want to stress this. If he has a platform and if he has an agenda that speaks to the African-American, like I said, and their rights and the agenda for us,
our rights,
if he has a platform that speaks to that, then I'm all ears.
Okay, cool.
I am all ears for it.
Okay.
And will be the first to offer my support.
However, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Shenanigans, but the shenanigans that's been going on.
Yeah.
And normally if it's based off of that, that has been a tool that has been utilized in the past.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
I agree. I totally agree with you.
And a lot of us have been asleep at the wheel. So now, for us right now, during this time, during this pandemic, you know, we have been, I think you have awoken the dead, the sleeping giant or the sleeping lion, if you say.
Yeah.
And I feel that now with being woke, we should understand, like recently, just almost not even 2 weeks ago, we lost John Lewis. We talked about that in the previous podcast.
And C.T. Vivian, right.
And they not only talked the talk, but they walked the walk.
That's right.
And they fought for the right to vote.
It wasn't no cooning. It wasn't no cooning going on, no buffoonery going on. Basically, is what you're saying.
Right. Exactly. If you want to put it down like that, you just let's Kanye, get on down with it.
Right. So Kanye, we don't want any buffoonery and no cooning. Yeah. A lot of you are already saying, Cynthia, it's too late. He's already crossed the threshold. Basically.
Right. And I said this before. I said this previously. If the worst thing you can do right now is try to take advantage of someone's mental state.
Yeah.
Because that can be serious.
But there are people who don't care about that. And
I know
when it comes to politics, I know we've covered politics from different states. Lord Jesus Christ. That's one thing I don't know. Because you never know what the future holds. But they don't play. When it comes to politics, it's downright nasty and dirty.
Oh, yeah, it's the dirtiest game, period. Some people said the music industry is a dirty game, but politics, I think, is right there along with it. And
Exactly.
But like I said before, the tragedy in that is for him to be used as a patsy in, just what others consider a game. But this is serious. You're dealing with lives here. You're dealing with, the survival of people. And during this current time and age, man, this is a more critical and crucial time than it's ever been. So, just based on this, again, guys, my studio set stages out there, do not get distracted.
That's right. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Don't go down the rabbit hole, guys. Right. Yeah.
Register to vote. Take part in the census. Yeah. If you guys haven't done that, you guys can go online to the census.
And if you haven't voted absentee, make sure you show up to the polls November 3rd, 2020. Well, I did hear that he's trying to postpone it or move the election, whatever. But as for now, November 3rd, presidential election. Vote. You heard it from us. Studio set stage.
Yes.
Vote.
I will spell it.
Show your power. Show your power. Hello?
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm going to spell it. VOTE. Vote.
Oh, and we still love you, Kanye. We still love you, Kanye. I don't care. There are people out here who I'm done. I'm canceling Kanye. No, I'm not canceling Kanye. He is a fellow studio set stager. He is a fellow Black man. He is a Black man who has gone down possibly the rabbit hole and is trying to, I keep saying this, who is trying to find his way back. And he will find his way back. I am confident. I'm holding out hope.
Yeah. I mean,
you're looking like no.
No, I'm going to say this. Faith without works is dead. Yeah. As long as he equates the effort to want, to get, better. Yeah. That's what it's about. And all we can do is support. So definitely, I'm definitely, I've been sending up prayers, so I'm going to continue to send up prayers. And just guys, again, do not get distracted. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't get bamboozled. Vote. And run amok. Okay, I digress. So guys, listen, a big announcement. I want to say congratulations, congrats to fellow studio set stager Kiki. Oh yeah, Kiki Palmer. No, she just announced that she will be hosting the VMA Video Music Awards, right? So congrats to her. Oh, yes. The reason why I'm looking like that, you probably see my face is kind of I'm so happy for her. But I was just thinking, when was the last time MTV did the whole video thing, air videos, that's still a contention. A lot of people are still talking about that, but she will host the show coming up. I'm so happy for her. She's a fabulous actress. She's a great host. Many of you watched her on, I like to say GMAs, but ABC's Sarah Strahan and Kiki. And it was obvious. I like to say, I don't know if you ever saw the show, but she's just a superstar. Superstar. Yeah, well, Kiki, you know, she's been in the industry for a long time. She started out as a child prodigy, a child star. So I'm very happy to hear that news, and congratulations to Kiki. And we hope to see and hear a lot more.
Well, I will tell you, like it says that now this year's awards, and it's going to air August 30th, guys. So August 30th at 8 p.m. Now they have like 2 new categories, which I thought was pretty cool in this whole pandemic, the whole COVID-19 deal. So it's the one category is going to be like best new music video from home. Isn't that pretty cool? Like best new music video from home. And you know, we've seen so much of it because we're in the pandemic. I've seen some really cool, and I know music is your thing. So I know you've watched a lot of videos just straight from home or from the bed, like laying in the bed, people playing the guitar.
Well, you know, right now, this is, and really with the pandemic and with everybody being quarantined, we really have seen the emergence of brick and mortar to click and order. Where in essence, where everything has gone virtual. Even there are artists right now, as we speak, are preparing to do a virtual tours, you know, where they're going to be doing tours that's going to be on air. And it's to say, well, we're going to do this via streaming. We're going to be doing performances where people can log on and do it, closed circuit or, pay-per-view where, you buy for the price of a ticket. I think one artist, Daughtry, right now, country singer Daughtry, they're preparing, I think within the next week or the next 2 weeks to do some virtual performances where, it's going to be pay-per-view. Hey, for $10, $15 or $20, you can buy a ticket and it will log you on. And I think they're saying the proceeds are going to be going to, those venues where they would physically go and perform.
Very cool. Well,
so I'm glad to see that.
So best new music video from home, and then also the best quarantine performance. And I've seen like so many of them. Like we've seen, like even watching like the Versus, concerts, which are like
shout out to Versus.
Absolutely, shout out to Versus, guys. You guys are fabulous.
Swiss Beats. Yeah,
I know. So listen, VMAs, guys, goes down August 30th, 8 p.m. If you just care to watch or whatever. I think someone was asking, I saw some Twitter comments and they were like, how are they going to do the show? And I was like, you know what? Just refer to BET, the BET Awards, because our folks did that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say this. People have been, you've had some, people say, well, I really didn't feel it or whatever. Yeah. But I thought that it was a really great performance in terms of, I thought that, it was a great production, how they produced it.
They did
and
great.
I thought that
Absolutely
it was
fabulous.
It was awesome. It was fabulous.
Even down to the host, Amanda Seals, you rock, girl. My Black girls rock, girl. So listen, I know that many of you guys are just discovering Studio Set Stage. I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
And you are tuned in to Studio Set Stage. We go from studio to the set to the stage, just opening and just revealing your true self, going from a small place to like a major stage in your life in whatever you do. So listen, a lot of hoopla was made about WAP. WAP, and y'all know what I'm talking about. WAP. The video came out. The video came out. It's a CardiB's collab with Megan Thee Stallion. And when I say this video is causing so much controversy, so Marq Dean, first impression when you saw the video, WAP.
Well, it was
whopped you,
indicative. It was indicative of the title, and just for we're gonna keep it non-explicit. But you guys can Google and find out what WAP means.
Exactly.
I'm not going to tell you, but I feel, and there was a post.
You're stuttering. You're going.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I feel that was an anthem for the women. That was an anthem in a way.
Yeah, but you're not really telling me what you think. How did you really?
I feel it was an anthem. No. I felt that it was, this was a couple of years ago. Kaya, she had my neck and my back. Yeah, of course. Everybody knows Kaya. Yeah. Everybody remembers that. Everybody was bumping it everywhere. Yeah. But so don't try to dodge the question. No. Yes. I'm not. Let me finish. I'm saying it's in the same vein. If you haven't heard it yet, for some of those of which you might have been under a rock if you haven't heard it. Yeah. But if you haven't heard it, it's in that same vein. I would say like Kaya, like my neck and my back on that tip.
And the controversy is, is this something that we should be promoting for young Black youth in the rap game, right? CardiB, if you haven't seen it, she had issued, it's an old video, but she was saying that, there are socially conscious rappers, men and women, right? Who rap about wonderful things that really matter. And nobody buys the music. Nobody wants to listen to it. It doesn't get airplay or whatever. So she said, basically, she went back to talking about her private parts because that's what people want to hear. That's what sells. We already know sex sells, right?
Right.
It was interesting that she made that video a while back, of course, and it's relevant. It's relevant to everything that's coming out as far as when it comes to sexuality.
Well, and I feel like this, we do live in a country where the First Amendment, freedom of speech and so forth and censorship. I mean, and I know there's been some talk about, maybe this should be censored, maybe this is too much. But that's not new under the sun. People, lest they forget, back in the 90s, Uncle Luke, Luke Skywalker, Luke and the Two Live Crew had to deal with that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I will say, though, for those that are playing it, no, it is not directed and meant for youth. Even though I know youth is going to listen to whatever they want to. However, I do feel at this current, and again, I go back to what I was saying with Kanye, you can't let distractions become our priority.
Well, someone asked me,
entertainment.
Well, no, but it goes further. Somebody asked me, just as a woman, as a Black woman, they were like, Cynthia, is this, should CardiB and Megan Thee Stallion, they're degrading themselves. Why are they talking about this? Why are they exploiting their bodies or whatever, right? Talking about this subject.
Right.
But did anybody
that's what I wanted to ask you.
Right. Yeah. Did anybody ask Uncle Luke the same thing when he was talking about his stuff? Did anybody ask Too Short about this?
Too short.
I'm just saying. When you think about it, like, did anybody ask when all these guys are talking about these sexual things, with them, they're men, right? So there's a two-way, there's a two-way street. Hello?
Yeah. And that's why
double standard.
I said before, right. And that's why I said before that, most critics that were talking about it when it was released, was saying that this was explicit, of course, and it was coming from the perspective of women, and it was kind of promoting that in terms of saying, well, hey, the guys have been doing this for all this time. Women, when we do it, it's like you said, it's a double standard. Yeah. So they were really putting a slant on it as, yes, this is, yes, it's explicit, but it's also demonstrating a sign of empowerment for women.
Exactly.
Now, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about that? Do you feel that it's is that?
I'm going to be honest with you. That whopped me in the face. And I was just like, what? I was like, are you freaking kidding? Like, how beautiful CardiB is. How gorgeous Megan Thee Stallion is, right? The opening, you're talking to an actress, right? You're talking to a media guru, but you're also talking to an actress also. And I'm all for women empowerment. And the first opening scene, did you not see the little Kim stance that will forever be memorialized? The squat, the little Kim squat.
Yes.
See, there's so much imagery in there that a lot of people did not get, okay?
Yeah, it just flew right over their head.
It flew right over, like Black is King, hey, you got to have the good with the bad. You got Black is King that came out. Right. Beyonce put that out there. It was beautiful. It was uplifting, and it was great. Then you got the raunchiness. You got CardiB and Megan Thee Stallion, who have totally set Black is King back.
Well, I don't
gotta have the good in
back, but it's the yin and the yang.
That's what I was trying to say. Right, exactly.
But you had raunchy. You had raunchy on point. Yeah, you did.
Y'all remember that song "Nasty Down"? So see, I'm dating myself now.
Yeah.
Kilo.
You are.
That song?
Yeah. We're from the A. Yeah. Okay. ATL shouted. Yeah.
That's where we at. Okay. But anyway, shout out to CardiB and Megan Thee Stallion. Keep doing you, being fellow studio set stages. We love you guys, right? So listen, guys, be sure if you are watching us on YouTube, be sure to comment, like, whatever, dislike, whatever you want to do, share. But most importantly, we like to say, please subscribe. Just subscribe. Okay?
Yes, subscribe to us at Studio Set Stage. Subscribe to studiosetStage@gmail.com. Also, Studio Set Stage on all of our social platforms. That's IG, that's Facebook, that's also Twitter. You know, and definitely listen to us. Like I said, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, we're on iHeartRadio and Google Play.
We're everywhere, guys. So we love you so much. I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
And this is Studio Set Stage. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
Come back next week. We have so much more, guys, okay?
We got a lot of more. Love y'all.
Next time.